And welcome back, everybody. Well, today, exciting news about a new liberal arts high school. It offers professional instruction in music, dance, theater, and the visual arts. Rhonda Ronsman is the board vice president of JCPAA, which stands for Janus College Preparatory and Arts Academies. Kayla Ramos and Patrick Burton are with administration and instruction there. It's great to see all of you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
This is so exciting. So first, we got to just start with, what is JLA?
Yeah, so JLA is a liberal arts high school, and we focus on the humanities, the arts, and the sciences. We don't just focus it in on one thing. We offer students a major, a focus, something to encourage them outside of high school to get ready for college.
Yeah, I love that.
And the high school is coming out of this after-school program that's been around since 2010, so it's durable, it's tested, trusted.
Mm-hmm. It's so great, you guys, and I love bringing the fine arts and performing arts to our community. It's such a great thing. I want to talk a little bit about the concept and the curriculum, because I'm sure that's a really important part of putting together a program that's successful.
Yes. So one of the things that kind of separates us from what other schools are doing, other liberal arts schools are doing, is that we focus not just on the talent, but we focus on the youth. So we know that there are youth who have talents in the sciences, they have talents in mathematics, they have talents in the arts area, but they also have challenges with social anxiety and other things. So what we do is we incorporate those real life skills into what they do professionally, so that not only can they excel in what they do, but they can also have an amazing interview process.
Yeah, that's so important
Yes.
to the next step. I
Right.
love that you focus on those real life skills,
Right.
And not just theory, although I know you do that with the performing arts too. What is the cost or the tuition to attend this high school?
So the tuition is $5,000, but we do have many affordable options for families who need them. You know, we have payment plans, we have financial aid options, scholarship opportunities, amongst other things that families can look on our website and see that once you enroll, we can work with you.
One of the things I was reading too, which I think is so great, you know, you teach history and things like that, theory as it relates to music and dance and theater, but also that the students will receive professional arts instruction and then participate also in performances, which I think that's such a great part of bringing it to life.
Yeah, especially as somebody who has been in the fine and performing arts my entire life, the sciences, the humanities, all aspects of the liberal arts. You know, I think it's a very beautiful experience to be able to be on the other side as a teacher and be like, hey, you know what, this is what we've been producing and doing our whole life, and now giving that opportunity to children and youth to be able to grow in whatever they love to do.
If someone has a student attending another high school and they're just feeling like it's maybe not the best fit, or they're not bringing out as much of the arts that a student, a young person might be interested in, can they switch from another high school to this school?
I believe so. They do have that opportunity. We've got contact information at the end. We have open enrollment, I believe, in February.
Yes, it starts in
So yes, they absolutely have that option. And again, the focus on understanding that sometimes when those things are not accentuated with liberal arts, sometimes it has to do with other issues that are outside of that. And I do want to stress that we really focus on incorporating all of those skills and building their confidence so that they can be great at what they do professionally.
I love that. You know, you mentioned social anxiety and things like that, and I think there's so much more attention on mental health and the students' well-being at school, not just about learning and teaching skills and things like that, which I think is so important. Do you have a testimonial from anybody at the school that you'd like to share?
Well, I would like to say I'm a product of JCPAA. From day one that we opened until now, I've transitioned throughout my whole entire life being at JCPAA. Part of who I am today is because of JCPAA, and now that we have Janus Liberal Arts, a high school that I dreamed of since maybe I was in 8th grade. I've been talking about this with our owner, Valerie Benton. And now that we finally have the opportunity to give that, you know, I've faced adversities, traumas, and without a program like this, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have 3 college degrees onto my 100th, who knows, you know, and
That's amazing.
Continuing to just try to give back to the community and, you know, offer a space for for the youth of Milwaukee, or just basically anybody who needs a space to feel like they belong, a space where you can grow not only academically but in life.
That's so great.
Absolutely.
There's obviously something that JLA is doing that it really made a difference for you beyond just what you learned in the classroom. Was there a certain part of the arts that you focused on?
No, I was made to do everything. You know, I was there for like 8 hours a day from the time they opened until after we were closing. So you learn to be productive in everything, no matter if you feel talented enough to be in the spotlight in that area or you want to be in the background and just learn. And also, you know, I do have a teacher of mine up with us here today, and I would like to say thank you to her as well, because without her, you know, I wouldn't have grown from I Love in Music, and she was one of the first performances I ever had at Summerfest was with her, so I would just like to thank you.
Are you that teacher?
That's me.
Oh, Rhonda, that's so cute. That is
Yeah.
so wonderful, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your time. Congratulations to you on your success, and all of you
you.
for being
Yes.
part of a school that's so exciting. So the Janus College Preparatory and Arts Academy is, you can find out more information. Here's what we have here on your screen. It's a new private school. Janus Liberal Arts High School is now enrolling. To enroll in either school or their after-school, high school credit recovery or community programs, here's the number to call. It's 414-763-9061. You can also stop by their office in the historic Plankington building on West Wisconsin Avenue, or register online at jcpaainc.com. Tuition payment plans and some scholarships are available, or if you wish to donate, you can scan the QR code that you see right there on your screen. We're also going to put all of that information, because I know it was a lot, on our website, so you can check there as well.